This is Submarine Talks going deep.
Who would advise that kind of behavior?
There's directions on the packaging.
Whoa.
So, I mean,
All right.
usually before I apply anything that's medicated to my body, I try to read some of the directions, not all of them.
You don't think that's discriminant to people that can't read?
Well, I mean, if they can't read it, they probably have a braille version of the product, or I don't know, they ask someone to read it. Medication, they're not going to just pop a pill
Well, I don't.
if they can't see what it is.
They can't read. Do we even care about those people
Well,
that need to take medications but can't read which one they're taking?
Well, I mean, dude,
They'll learn eventually, right? I guess.
you make up for it with your other senses. They become more powerful.
Oh, you learn to just open the bottle and smell it. What's inside?
Yeah, but you can't smell the chemical sometimes.
Well, maybe those people that can't read, they're more in tune with their other senses, like you just said, and they can smell the
It doesn't
difference
mean they
between the chemical.
They can automatically pick on chemical smells that they've never smelled before. Like, oh, that's thorazine, or that's
just
fucking
saying.
magnesium.
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, it's possible. Maybe
There's
it is.
superhumans
I don't know.
out there.
Call us up. Do you have a super sense that you would like to talk about?
Call us up 818-555-2127.
That's not the real number. You gotta Snapchat us.
You got to hit the DM.
We got a 3-year-old Robert Mondavi here.
Salute.
It's 2017.
With just a little squirt of sourness to the fucking back of the tongue right there.
In the episode of The Office, there's one episode where they're all drinking wine, and then Michael drinks some. Have you seen that episode?
No.
Oh, Michael drinks some, and then he fucking drinks it, and then he says, kind of an oaky afterbirth. But that's not something you would use to describe. He was, like, try to be sophisticated. And then fucking Jim just looks at the camera like, dude, this guy's a fucking idiot. That was a good episode. I think that was the same episode that they had the dinner party, and then he was with Jan at the time. You remember that one? And then he got the flat screen TV. He was all proud of his flat screen. He said, "Hey, check this out, Jim." He's like, "Oh, flat screen." And it was a fucking 10-inch flat screen he put on his wall back, when the TVs first came out and they were flat.
Yeah.
It's that old. He was all proud of it. He's like, "I installed this myself. It goes right into the wall."
Hell yeah.
That was a fucking great episode.
Fuck, I need to get caught up on that one, man.
I mean, Caught Up has been fucking done for fucking 20
shit.
years now. You better catch it. They were taking it off of Netflix. And
Oh, man.
yeah, man. I mean, you got to watch it.
Netflix, what channel is that?
Shit. Well, you got to do what you got to do, man.
What channel on the television is the Netflix channel?
They don't got that one yet.
What do you mean?
It's two different companies or
That's
corporations, right?
discriminant against people who
They're
fucking
not going to coincide with
don't
each
have-
other. Netflix
We
charges
only watch
people.
TV.
They charge people who don't want fucking cable.
That's okay.
I mean,
see.
unless you're getting free fucking airwave channels.
They're trying to corner the market, huh?
Who even has those anymore? Just to remember the old ass antennas you put on top of your house. It looks like a fork on top of your house.
My dad still has one
And
on the
then
top of
you
his
get
house.
what? Channels 2, 4, 5 if you're lucky, 7, 9, and 11. I think all the fucking very basic ass channels. That's it though. That was your life.
No, my grandma actually has a pretty baller one that they have. It's like futuristic, I guess, and it's got all kinds of old people channels on it. But like,
The Antiques Roadshow.
now they have like these.
Huell Hauser.
They sell them like at Rite Aid or something, and it's like
Yeah.
an antenna that's like you plug into the wall, and then it picks up digital signals.
Yeah.
And then there's like my grandma will be like, check if this channel's working 56.7
Yeah.
or something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck
It's
is 56.7?
It's one of those
What are you watching?
made for TV products. They make their products just for TV to be sold on TV. So the older generation will be sitting there and they see something like, "Oh, that's useful. That's a new technology." It's like, no, grandma, that technology's been out for 100 years. You're just getting ripped off.
Dude, but she's got like legit channels that she watches. Like one's like a cooking channel all day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we didn't have a cooking channel when we didn't have cable.
Well, they're always putting out new channels. So
Yeah.
isn't it possible that it's just channels we weren't brought up with?
It's like channel 56.4, dude. Have you ever heard of that shit in your life?
I didn't know that it has points and channels.
That's what
now.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That sounds not right to
She
me.
called me. She called me to come over and do a channel scan on her TV because she
Yeah.
was like, "I can't get the channel that I'm supposed to." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You just plug in the TV, you get channel 11,
You're ready to go, plug and play.
And then she was like, I go over there and then I do it channel scan and it comes up with like 100 channels. And then I was like, "Which one is the one you want to watch?" And then she tells me like something like that. It's 56.4.
Oh wow.
I'm like, okay, and
No.
that's a fucking bizarre channel.
That's new to me.
And then I'm like, this one? She's like, yeah, that's it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got like almost like cable channels. Like there's like a arts and crafts. There's like a fucking gardening channel. There's like weird stuff. Western channel.
Maybe that's how it works now because they have so many. They have to break them into points, a percentage of the number. You know, FM radio stations or AM radio stations do a similar thing when they broadcast. They kind of branch off into different percentages. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
I can't get that 0.9.